Hi, my name is Patricia and I was a volunteer captain for this year's relay. As a volunteer captain, I did a lot of planning and it took a lot of time to plan everything. And I think that planning the event is one of the most important things because you need to know what you need to do, what time you need to do it at, where you need to be, as well as how you're gonna do it. So do not make the volunteer schedule the day before because you want to make sure that everything is in place and that the times don't overlap. Constantly send reminds to volunteers. Make sure that the volunteers know exactly what they're doing on the day of relay. For the ceremonies team, make sure that you know your speeches well and what to say, and just be ready for that. And also make sure that you're organized. Do not keep your things everywhere. That's a bad idea. Just make sure everything is in place, and yeah, that's it.
So overall, the relay script was successful. However, the advice I would give to next year's class is that they begin working on the relay script way sooner so they don't feel pressure towards the end like we did. Also, if they could figure out who's saying which section beforehand, that would be really helpful because it would help just organize when the choir is happening, when the survivor lap is happening. So figure that out right at the start, then get set on the actual script itself.
Hi guys, so my name is Sabine and I was this year's ceremonies captain for Relay 2018. My advice as a captain would be just to make sure that you know exactly what your roles are, because if you know what your roles are, then you're going to be able to tell other people what they have to do, where they need to be, if they need to contact anybody, just to keep everything organized. As well, just make sure that you are leading the volunteers as well. So if that means having a remind open so you can text everybody and everyone can get the message at the same time, or having people that are helping you specifically, having their numbers and their contact information, so that throughout the day you can text them and make sure that everything is going okay. So keeping everything organized and just proper. As well, just like I mentioned before, have everyone's contact information if they're on another team, volunteers, teachers, anyone that you might need to get in contact with in order to ensure that relay is running smoothly. Make sure you're doing that. But just in all, since you are a leader of such a huge event, just make sure that everything is done from before. Don't save everything for the last minute because that can create a lot of problems. So that would be my advice. Being a leader, you have the power to be creative and come up with new ideas that could either improve relay or just add to it and add to other people's ideas. So that could be a really great opportunity for you because you get to bring your own creativity, your own ideas, your own spin to the entire event. But also just be open to feedback, be open to give feedback to your team members or classmates or volunteers, anything like that. And also just encourage them and give them little rewards once you guys reach a certain goal or things like that. So as a leader, that should be your job to make sure that everybody that's working with you is comfortable and they're just happy to be helping out with this organization because this is such a great event. Relay 2019, just good luck.
Hi everyone, my name's Sophia and I was a part of the ceremonies team for this year's relay. Relay has a lot of important aspects that you need to deal with. One I think that's super important is control. Relay can only be a success if everyone and everything is under control. What I think this means is that everyone has to know exactly what they're doing, which includes everyone in the business leadership class along with the volunteers and everyone else who's contributing. This was somewhat difficult for us due to the fact that most of the volunteers were either somewhat unhelpful since they didn't really want to volunteer or they simply didn't know what to do. We can't blame this all on the volunteers since we should have given them a more clear instruction and we could have improved by giving everyone a set list of things that they needed to accomplish for the day. We also could have let the survivors know what they should do because some of them seemed kind of unsure as well. But apart from the survivors, some people in the business leadership class and the volunteers, everyone else was far more under control, which really helped us to be able to focus on the people who weren't sure what to do. Ultimately, for next year, it'd be a lot easier for everyone to have the list of what to do, and that way we could accomplish it much quicker.